DEATHRAYCAT. Okay, that was my terrible Johnny Cash impression. My name's actually Nick. You're at the DEATHRAYCAT channel. I'm going to show you some Johnny Cash style licks today. I've done two separate backing tracks. They're in different keys, and there's 3 chords in each of those. You should be able to do quite a lot with that. We're mostly looking at the style of Luther Perkins. He was the first guitarist for Johnny Cash on those Sun recordings. It's quite hard to actually copy exactly what he's doing, so this is why I've created 2 backing tracks of a style like that, and I'm going to show you the real basics of how to do this. So the backing tracks I've made, they're in a Sun record style chord progression. We're going to start off with a simple 12 bar. With these little shapes and tricks I'm going to show you to go with the chords, you should be able to apply them to any Johnny Cash songs. Once you figure out what chords he's playing, you should be able to play along. Or if you just want to play along to the backing tracks, I'll have them at my Patreon. There'll be links for that below. So let's look at the first chord progression. It's just a 12 bar. It's going to be E, A and B. You probably know those chords already. So when we're in the key of E and there's an E chord playing in the background, you can play this little lick here. So what we're doing, we're taking the bottom part of that E chord, those bottom 3 strings, you've got open E, 2nd fret on the A, 2nd fret on the D, and we're going to play this little pattern here. It's as simple as that. So the hardest thing to do is to try and keep it in time with the playing on the record. It's a fairly easy concept, and we're going to apply this to all those different chords. There you go, that's your E. There's lots of other different ways you can play something similar as well. So for example, we could go up to the E here, which is the 7th fret on the A string. Then you can take the 6th fret on the D string, and then go to the 7th fret on the bottom E string like that. That's just an alternative. You'll see that popping up again quite a lot. Okay, that's your E. Next up, your A. This time we're going to start on the root note of the A here with the open A string, and we're going to go to the 2nd fret on the D string, which is an E. Then we're going to go to the bottom E string open, and then we're going to skip between those. So that's your A. Yeah, so generally the root note is going to be the string you play first. Nice and slow. Then the highest note is the one that you're kind of going back to the most and skip in between. So E, A, again with the A, there's lots of different ways you can play this. For example, you try that. So 2nd finger on the 5th fret on the bottom E string, there's your A, and we're going to go to the 4th fret on the A string, and that's giving us a C sharp, 4th fret there. Then we're going to go to the bottom open E again. So you've got that. Just using those first 2 bottom strings, lifting your middle finger off to get to the bottom E note. That's just an alternative of doing the A. Stick with that one for now. Next in the chord progression is the B, or a B7. this time. So we're taking that B7 shape, first part of it, second fret on the A string, there's your root note, first fret on your D string, that's your E flat, and then with your middle finger we're going to go down to the second fret on the E. So you might ask, why don't you just stick down a chord shape like that? Which you could do if you wanted to. It's kind of like the E chord shape. Move the whole thing down. Start on your A string, second fret. There's a B. The reason why I'm going for the walk-in kind of thing here, moving that middle finger, it kind of frees up the rest of your hand to make the chord. And that gets useful if you want to do some more picking later on. But for now, the Luther Perkins way, just those single notes. I've actually seen some video of him doing this as well. Looking around like that. So that's your B7 or B. Once you've got those down, you've got your E, A, B, then you're ready to apply that to a tune. Try it on the backing track, it's going to sound something like this. Some little bits to that. Got that little run there. Second fret on the A string, fourth fret, and then first fret on the D string. Whoop. A. Got that little run. Open. Second. Fourth. Add that going into an A with your B. Second, fourth, and first. Another cool little thing you can do once you've got the hang of that, especially here in the prison sessions, you can do like a double click there on that top E. That sort of thing. So you're just doubling up on that top note there. So yeah, I'll show you a clip of how you can kind of embellish on it. Your first chord progression, go get that at the Patreon. Your second chord progression, we're going to go for a G, a C, and a D. Same idea again, this time with the G. take a power chord or the punk rock claw. We're going to do the same pattern as with the E. It's actually the same chord as the E we were doing before. But we're taking that and moving it up to the 3rd fret. Your first finger is becoming the root note there. Going for the G, 3rd fret on the E. Then 5th fret on the D string. 5th fret on the A string. Back to the D string. Exactly the same again. Variation on that, you could try playing the G chord version. You got your G there on the E string. Play your D open. Then we go to the B. So G, D, B, G. I don't tend to hear that so much, so I'm going for this one. Or you could take that G up here, doing that similar shape as we've been doing before. Anyway, here's your G. Then for the C, it's that same shape as before, but we're going to do it in C. You can see where that shape comes from if you're familiar with the C chord. So those first 2 notes there. So C, 3rd fret on the A string, then 2nd fret on the D string, which is an E, and then we're going to do that walking thing again with your 3rd finger to the G. C, E, G, E. Again, if you want, you could take that shape so you don't have to move your left hand. However, it comes in handy if you want to add stuff later. Whoa. I've done a little video on this kind of thing. If you want to see more of that, go check out the link. Yeah, so there's your C. Play that like that as well. Nah, stick to that, it's better. We got a G and a C, and then we're going to go up to the D. This time we're going to do the same again, take that C shape, move it up 2 frets, C, D. So your 3rd finger's on the 5th fret there, on the A string. 2nd finger is going to be on the 4th fret, and your 3rd finger is going to walk between the 5th and 6th strings, or the E and A strings, on the 5th fret. So there's your D, and then back to G. So your chord progression is just going to go G, C, D, G. Again, you can do that little etc. If you wanted, you could do a little chromatic run for the in between a C and a D. And then that's just a little run back down from the D to the G. D, C, B, A, G. 5th fret, 3rd, 2nd, open, 3rd fret, G. just a little extra note on the tone and how we're playing this. We're going to go for twangy as possible. That's the rule. So we want your bridge pickup close to the bridge, the better. The rule is everything close to the bridge is going to sound twangier. So the pickup closer to the bridge is going to sound brighter. And if you play closer to the bridge, it's going to get twangier as well. So we can try that. Also palm mute. So fleshy part of your palm against the bridge. Kind of lightly, but not too lightly. Going to mute it a little bit. It's going to help that slappy kind of sound. I've got a bit of slap back on here as well, a really quick one repeat. You don't need it. If you've got it with no slap back, it'll sound like that. Still pretty cool. So yeah, there we go. There you go. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully that's been useful for someone. If you want to do some more kind of chordy, I've done a video about that for Cowboy Chords. You can check that out. I've done some more country picking stuff as well. Check all the playlists and that for all that stuff. Go to the Patreon for the backing tracks and the tabs. Or if you don't want to do that, you can buy me a brew, or you can buy some band merch if you want to support me. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Hooey! Oh, we got some of these for sale as well, potentially. Beer coolers. It's great. There we go. Cheers, guys.